Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Joana. If you don't know who I am, I'm a solo traveler with a backpack on my back and I dream to see as much of our incredible world as possible. If you've seen the latest video, you know I embarked on this crazy adventure to hike the Pyrenees with zero experience, doing a bit of the very famous Carros de Foc route. If you want to see how the first day went, go watch the previous video. It was just an incredible day, incredible hiking, incredible views. But unfortunately, the second day has turned out to be way harder and pretty much everything that could go wrong did go wrong, and it ended up with me having kind of a mental breakdown. But well, we're getting ahead of ourselves. Hope you enjoyed this video and let's start another day in the mountain.
Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Okay, so basically today is the day number 2. I just left the shelter, as you can see there. Just left Saboredo. I woke up a little later than I thought, but I just needed the extra rest and it was so cold, like at 7 a.m. in the mountain, so decided to wait a little bit. It's about 8 in the morning. My feet are okay, my legs are okay, my arms are okay. The one thing I'm feeling a slightly discomfort is my knees. This is going to be a hard one, I think. They're going to do Saboredo to Colomeres. It's about 3 hours. And then from Colomeres to Restanca, which it should be like 3-4 hours maximum. And then I will sleep in Restanca. Today my worries are that it's going to be incredibly hard. You see that mountain, you just like climbing that, going down, climbing that, going down. So the first part to get to Colomeres, after we climb 200 meters, we have to come down 800 meters. So I'm just assuming that will be like 2 hours coming down. I cannot even imagine what that will do to my knees and my feet, but well, super excited. And this is the view I have waking up in the morning from the shelter. You can see like 3 little lakes. That's so cool. Let's start this day. Basically just been doing a lot of like crossing rivers, lakes, so a lot of that. And I do think that I will be climbing. Not sure if that way, but I'm definitely gonna be climbing the mountain. Okay, so basically 40 minutes later, the shelter is that thing to do that. And then we had to put up a lot of piles of rocks to kind of put your feet in, and you're like, okay, go now. I'm trying to figure it out. Yeah, that was kind of that. Since then we've just been climbing. Wow. And yeah, basically like this is an amazing view. Amazing view. And now we're gonna keep climbing a little bit. And you see that? That's all the valleys covered in fog. So I'm not sure if there's like a lake there or something. But what I'm thinking is I kind of thought that the climb was done. Sweet innocent me. Yeah, I think it's gonna be probably that way. We'll see. Super pretty though. My realistic goals would be to get to Colomeres Shelter at about noon, like 11:40 noon, rest a little bit, to get to Restanca at like 6 or like 5:30. I think that's gonna be that. I feel like the camera, my phone camera doesn't capture like how far it is, but it is far. Like there's like this whole valley in between, and there's the fog. So basically, do you see that? That was the beginning of the second part of the climb. So we did all of that until here. And now this is our view. The fog's still there. I do gotta say, like, it was a tough one. I had to stop. The climb is a little bit concerned about today. Just because like this is supposed to be like the easiest part of the day. Kind of regretting sleeping in another hour. I feel like I should have left 1 hour sooner. Now we just arrived here. This is what's on the other side of the climbing, and there's a lot of fog there. I think that like the climbing is done. I think now we start the going down. 2 seconds ago when I was taking photos, the fog was about there. Now it's about there. I don't think the fog will cover. Will it? Didn't think a fog would be a problem. Oh my gosh, it's covering everything. Okay, I'm gonna move and start going. Okay, so you cannot see it by now because we're behind this rock, but we just did a long descent. So you really need to be very careful where you put your feet. As you can see, yeah, it's not like a clear path. I mean, there's a clear path, but yeah, it's a lot. And then we just finished doing something like that just now too, just putting the feet between the big rocks. So yeah, I'm not recording any of it because it just requires my full attention. If you put like a feet on the wrong place, those big rocks, there's like gaps, so you can get your legs stuck. So the downs are way good because like it's not as cardio as going up, so you don't feel as tired. and you can do it quite well. The other part is that it's quite slow, be very careful, and also it's a lot of friction on the knees. And that's like my least favorite part. But I'm using the sticks, so I try to put them weight doesn't go to my knees, it goes like half here, half knees. And there's a long descent, and that's already like another mountain. Basically, we just did another huge coming down, and I just found finally the first spot of shadow since I left the camp, really. So as you can see, it goes from there to there, which is just great. Where's the shelter? I'm thinking it's still like 1 hour to go, maximum. Cannot be more than that. My guessing would be like the shelter will be down there, I think. We're still far away. Oh, no. We've passed that, right? We've done that. Before we get to the shelter, see 2 lakes side by side, and then you have the big lake of Colomés. Where's the shelter? We haven't seen those 2 lakes. Started here in Saboredo. We passed those little lakes. We climbed. This is the descent we're doing. And from there, you just need to descend a little bit. And that's the shelter. We're about here. So that means we've done that part to go. But look how cute it is. So pretty. Climbing that. And just finally saw a sign. And it says it's 45 minutes to go. This route is taking us a long time because it said like 2 hours and 15 and we're gonna be taking 4 hours. I just think also like been doing a lot of stops and recording and everything. Guess who just arrived in the first lake? So pretty. Amazing, right? I don't know, I've just been walking like high mountain for like too many hours. Love a lake. Oh my gosh, that's so pretty. I've just been taking a few photos. If this one is like this, the Colomés one would be even more impressive because it's even bigger. But this is so nice. And I love the fact there's like a little island in the middle. So cute. Ah, it's so peaceful. This is super weird, but I feel like I need to share. I don't know why, but I've been mentally singing in my mind for the past 2 hours the songs of Encanto. So we don't talk about Bruno, song of Luisa, playing Encanto songs in my mind. I told me my fish would die the next day. Yeah! Don't talk about Bruno, no. We don't talk about Bruno. Okay, guess who sings shelter number 1? That's such a pretty lake. It's like a little wall stopping the water. And that's the shelter, Colomés shelter. All we need to do is get there. So basically, yeah, I think it should be like 25 minutes. At least we see it now. That's good. Oh, I thought it was kind of like that. No, it goes like that. See that, man? It goes like that. Okay, still pretty good, So excited to go eat, honestly. Even if it's just a protein bar, I'm like, bring it on. What I'm thinking already is the shelter's there. Remember when I said it was a 600 climb? And we're gonna have to leave to that way to start to the Restanca one. But well, let's not talk about that now. Let's think about all we have ahead. So guess who's finally here?
And I was at home again beside the stream. Then you
I cannot tell you like how much wind it is and how good it feels. Amazing. And the shelter's right there. Just amazing, honestly. Wow. On this side you still can see the fog. All the other lakes were quite small, I would say, in terms of like depth, but it's super deep. All of the shelters have quite good views, like the one we were stayed had like those 2 little lakes. But I think this shelter, it's gotta be one of the best views. Like waking up in the morning and just seeing this from your window. Pretty good.
Even if I fail, you are like a summer breeze.
So it turns out it's not this shelter. This was the old shelter. Now, that is the shelter. Turns out we still need to walk. But we're almost there.
Forever, loving you has never felt more right. Woke up lonely, and for you, there is nothing in this world I wouldn't do. I would walk
kind of have like very bad news. Basically, I didn't think it would take me this long. I don't know if it's because maybe I did like another circuit, because few people like passed through me, they're like, oh, is this the short circuit or is this the long? Is it not just the one? Because I don't know, I feel like it took me almost 5 is too much. We're late. Because my map and internet map, it says it was about from here to Stanka 3 to 4 hours. So the sign here says it's 4 hours and a half. But for me it would be like 6 hours. It's 1. Get there at 7, probably 7:30 or 8. I'm gonna start a huge climb. 160 meters up, which is huge. And maybe like 600 meters down. Thinking like 6 more hours of hiking today feels, I mean, even just like 2 more hours would feel like, didn't think it would be that much. I should have not slept in 1 hour in the morning. I just didn't think it would be that much. We need to change our motivation and our energy, because otherwise it will be very tricky.
Do you see like those little lakes? Until I got to those little lakes, I think I already like walked an hour. Since then, I've been walking exactly 2 hours. Since I left the shelter, just been going up the entire time. I finally got to what I thought was the top, because I thought it was this, because I couldn't see anything past that. But apparently, like the little peak, I think it's the top.
This is the first up, then it's gonna be a little down, and then it's gonna be a huge up, and then a huge down. It's 3:10. I think now we still have to do that. But we passed a little lake, that little lake, a while ago, and now, wow, that's so pretty. Why can't I just go swim in the lakes? I know it's forbidden. So 2 lakes, and I think this is the tallest point. I think this is the Porto de Colomar, and we're gonna be going now there. So I'm hoping that like after we climb that, we will be done. I think we're almost halfway through. For sure 1/3 is done. So windy. So basically, okay, it's just behind this rock. But yeah, we got to the top, which was, I mean, hard, but at least like the last 15 minutes the sun stopped and it became like a little more wind, because one of the hardest parts it's definitely been the sun. We are seeing the 3 lakes that I saw on the map, which, oh my god, it's great. And I just passed like a little sign that says the Carros Shelter, it's 2 hours and a half. So that is great because it's 3 hours until 7. I think it's gonna be a lot down and then a little up and then a lot down out of the sudden. And let me show you the incredible things I'm seeing. This is the first lake. That's the second lake, with like a little island in the middle, which is super cool. And then there's the other lake, which is just by its side that we saw on the map. So that is great. My energy is like up a little bit, especially now that I know like the big climb is done. Currently having some rest. The whole way down was very good. Gonna start the way up. Do you see like that mountain top? We will have to do the up. Hopefully that's the only way up, and after that on the other side is just the Stanka Lake and the shelter, because that would be amazing if it was then just down. But we'll see. I think it's about like 2 hours to go. I would hate to get there and it's another mountain top. Honestly, would hate that. It'd be like one of the worst things that could happen today. Sending out to the universe, hopefully the last up of today. Please, please, please. So basically, like, we climb all the way to there, right? So that was the descent. I did all of that. Those rocks seem like they're on the same level. They're not. It's like a huge way down. Yeah, I think I showed when I was in the river, yeah. Basically just did all of that up. And yeah, let's see. Because I'm pretty sure it's still a little more up. I thought this was like the end. But I think it's just a little bit more. And then I'm thinking it's the way down. Please, want most in my life right now. Get to that point, look, and see the Stanka Lake in the shelter. Please. No. I'm so angry right now. So it's 1 hour and 50 till dinner. And I was actually like, oh, okay, now this is the sign. It must be like 45 minutes, maximum 1 hour. That's totally fine. We get there in dinner. We can totally do this. That's fine. And then I look at the stupid sign and it says 1 hour 30. Ah! Processing my emotions. Son of a bitch! 1 hour and 30. Are you fucking kidding with me? It's fine, that's fine, that's fine. Right, still very proud of myself. It's just like frustrating. I really thought it was last time. Oh my gosh, but that's such a cute lake there. I could almost cry right now. I was just like, okay, please, please let beyond this top, this be like a huge, beautiful lake with the shelter. I was just like, please, 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 please. It's not. This is what it is. There's the shelter. by the lake. So basically what's stopping us from there to there is just, yeah, this is a very bad descent because it's just filled with rocks, but it should be like 1 hour and 15 now, so let's go. Today is the next day. I ended up now recording me getting to the shelter yesterday. It was so hard. I feel like I had like a mini anxiety attack. When I show you like the way down in the lake, I thought it was that. So when I finally get there, I've been walking at this point for 11 hours. I get to the lake and I'm like, where's the shelter? I start looking everywhere, there's no shelter. Take my map off and I'm like, no. So then I see that that's the lake before the lake in the shelter. Then I see all the way down another lake. There's no way. At this point it's like 7:30. I'm like gonna lose my dinner, I will not get to the shelter. And then it was the whole disappointment that I finally thought that I made it and then I didn't, which makes it 1,000 times worse. So all of the way down is just very close to the waterfall. It's a very dangerous point also. I haven't eaten in like 5 hours, like teardrops in my eyes. And then I was like, you cannot cry, because I just didn't have the time to cry. You cry when you get there, you cry when you get there, you cannot cry, we need to keep going. I finally saw the shelter, the teardrop like coming. Then I walked in the shelter and the view is amazing. Middle of the lake, waterfall going down, it's just amazing. When I get to the shelter, I'm like, can I still please have dinner? And then she's like, oh yeah, sure, I'll bring it to you. And I'm like, thank you. Soup, which was quite good, and pasta with tomato sauce and cheese. Also like vegetables, like some roasted peppers, and then like a pudding. I had like a very good dinner, way better than in Saboredo, because I asked for the vegetarian option in advance. Please subscribe, all of my efforts. Please go subscribe. I feel like I deserve it. Oh my gosh, I'm just so happy right now. Just got to my third lake at this point, I don't even know. This is so embarrassing.